Now you can see we're continuing on the website. The buyer journey that you've created as the marketer is there, but it's being supplemented by the sidebar, which is A, providing a summary, and B, continuing that contextual, here's the conversation we've had so far. So if I'm somebody now that's interested in tractors for my vineyard and I've asked about vineyards, maybe the next question I ask is, whoops, here we are. What does a tractor cost? And again, this is not going to be groundbreaking stuff for the audience here, but it's contextual to what does a Monarch tractor cost? What does it cost in the context of this conversation on this website? And here it provides pricing information for tractors based on Monarch, including electric tractors. We're going to click through to this one. And you can see they have a lot of information about understanding the various programs that can provide savings within that. So what about rebates and incentives? And this is a real use case that we see pretty frequently, and Monarch is a real customer, so we get to see when they share it with us a lot of the journeys themselves. And what we find is that customers have a lot of questions. There's a lot of information to parse through on the site. And while they're able to navigate the site on their own, you end up learning a lot through the questions that people ask. And so you can see here we provide information on the rebates and incentives available to Carl Moyer program, the Central Coast Community Energy Program. Each of these Monarch has information on, but they're going to be hard for individual users to discern which one would be right for me and which ones would be providing the most value without the advantages of being able to ask just any question itself. So traditionally, this would be a sales meeting, and it can still become a sales meeting. But what it allows is more educated leads throughout the entire journey. We also integrate it so that you can leave a message and contact directly within the sidebar. This can also be a live chat with a human. We have integrations there. But what's really cool, in our view, about this is actually when you get into the data itself. And so Navu has a backend portal. That portal shows every individual visitor journey. If it has identifying information, a HubSpot cookie, somebody that's in your CRM, you can actually see who this person is, or if you're using a de-anonymization solution. In this case, this is all anonymous traffic, so it's home direct, a visitor from San Francisco, California. And you can see they came to the home page. They clicked on the Gloria Ferrer case study. They clicked on the How Much is a Tractor blog post from Monarch. Each of these individual journeys has an amount of time spent on the page, what they did on those pages, and then which questions they asked. So you can see the full question journey for somebody that's come in. And this is a really useful bit of supplemental information for both the marketing team and the sales team. When somebody converts, this obviously gets pushed into the CRM so that they can see the information along the way. But when somebody is just browsing anonymously, what we've found as marketers and the ones we're talking to is that this information and the way that the AI handles the questions is actually really valuable for things like content planning and filling content gaps. Because the AI can only answer questions to the ability that it's been trained on your content. And so sometimes you'll find that visitors are asking a lot of questions. They had blueberry farms listed there, but let's say that the blueberry farm answers they were getting weren't satisfactory. Well, that shows that that's a content gap that needs to be filled so that the visitors can find what they're looking for.